Welcome to FactCore. Today, we reveal 10 unbelievable facts about Earth that will blow your mind. 1. Earth is not a perfect sphere. Think Earth is round like a ball? Wrong. It's actually an oblate spheroid, slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. Earth is caused by Earth's rotation, which creates a centrifugal force that pushes outward at the equator, making it wider than the polar regions. As a result, the equatorial diameter is about 42 kilometers larger than the polar diameter. So, while Earth may look round in pictures, it's actually a little chubby in the middle due to its constant spinning. 2. The planet is constantly moving, even when you're still. You're standing still, but Earth is spinning at 1,670 kilometers per hour, orbiting the Sun at 107,000 kilometers per hour, and the entire solar system is flying through space at over 828,000 kilometers per hour. Whoa. Even when you feel completely still, you're actually moving at incredible speeds because Earth is never at rest. The planet spins on its axis at about 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator, while also orbiting the Sun at around 107,000 kilometers per hour. On top of that, our entire solar system is hurtling through the Milky Way galaxy, and the galaxy itself is moving through space. All these motions happen at once, so even when you're just sitting or lying down, you're actually speeding through space without feeling. 3. Earth has a second moon. It's called Cruithne, a small asteroid that orbits the Sun but follows Earth in a synchronized dance. Some call it Earth's mini-moon. Earth doesn't officially have a second moon, but it does have a fascinating space companion called a quasimoon. One of the most well-known is 469,219 Kimoalawa, a small asteroid that orbits the Sun in a path very similar to Earth's and stays relatively close to our planet. Unlike our main moon, it doesn't orbit Earth directly, but its motion is synchronized with Earth's orbit, making it appear to follow us like a second moon. Scientists believe it's been doing this for hundreds of years, and may even be a piece of the moon that broke off long ago. 4. You're actually closer to space than you think. The boundary between Earth and space is just 100 kilometers above us. That's like a 1-hour drive upward, if only we had a road straight to the stars. You might think space is extremely far away, but in reality, it's much closer than most people imagine. The official boundary of space, known as the Kármán line, is just 100 kilometers, 62 miles, above sea level. That's about the distance from one city to another by car. If you could drive straight up a highway speed, you'd reach space in under an hour. So while space feels unreachable, it's actually much closer to us than the depth of Earth's core or even some long flights, making the edge of the universe closer than you think. 5. More than 80% of the ocean is still unexplored. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own deep oceans. What's hiding down there? Ancient cities? Unknown creatures? More than 80% of the Earth's ocean remains unexplored and unmapped, making it one of the most mysterious parts of our planet. Despite covering over 70% of Earth's surface, the deep sea is harder to study than outer space due to its extreme pressure, darkness, and vastness. Scientists, and there could still be thousands of unknown species, ecosystems, and even underwater mountains or volcanoes waiting to be discovered. The ocean holds secrets we haven't even begun to uncover. 6. Earth's core is as hot as the Sun. The inner core of Earth reaches temperatures of over 5,500 degrees Celsius, almost as hot as the surface of the Sun, and we're walking just a few kilometers above it. Earth's core is incredibly hot. In fact, the inner core reaches temperatures of around 5,400 degrees Celsius, 9,800 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly the same as the surface of the Sun. This extreme heat comes from leftover energy from Earth formation, radioactive decay, and intense pressure deep inside the planet. The core is made mostly of iron and nickel, and despite the high temperatures, the inner core remains solid due to the immense pressure surrounding it. So, beneath our feet, at a depth of about 6,000 kilometers, lies a blazing hot center that rivals the heat of a star. 7. Mount Everest is not the tallest mountain, technically. Mount Everest is the highest point above sea level, but Mauna Kea in Hawaii is the tallest from base to peak. Most of it is underwater, while Mount Everest is the tallest mountain above sea level at 8,848 meters, 29,029 feet. It's not the tallest mountain overall when measured from base to peak. That title goes to Mauna Kea in Hawaii. Mauna Kea stands only about 4,207 meters, 13,803 feet, above sea level, but when you measure it from its base on the ocean floor, it rises over 10,210 meters, 33,500 feet, making it technically taller than Everest. So, 8. The Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen. Often called the lungs of the planet, the Amazon is vital to life on Earth, but it's disappearing fast. The Amazon rainforest is often called the lungs of the Earth because it plays a vital role in producing oxygen through photosynthesis, where plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. It's commonly said that the Amazon produces around 20% of the world's oxygen, thanks to its vast area filled with billions of trees and plants. However, most of that oxygen is used up by the forest itself through respiration and decay. While it doesn't supply 20% of the oxygen we breathe directly, the Amazon is still crucial for regulating the planet's climate, storing carbon, and supporting biodiversity, making it one of Earth's most important ecosystems. 9. A day wasn't always 24 hours long. Millions of years ago, Earth spun faster. A day was just 22 hours long, and in the future, it might stretch even longer. A day hasn't always been 24 hours long. In fact, millions of years ago, a day on Earth was much shorter. When Earth first formed about 4.5 billion years ago, it spun much faster, and a full rotation took only about 6 to 8 hours. Over time, the gravitational pull of the moon has gradually slowed Earth's rotation, making days longer. Fossil records even show that around 400 million years ago, a day lasted just 22 hours. This slow change continues today, with Earth Day increasing by about 1.7 milliseconds every century, meaning future days will eventually be longer than 24 hours, though not in our lifetime. 10. Earth may have had more than one mass extinction. Dinosaurs weren't the only ones to vanish. Earth has had at least 5 major mass extinctions, and some scientists believe we may be entering the 6th one, caused by us, where huge numbers of species disappeared in a relatively short period of time. These include the well-known extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, likely caused by an asteroid impact, but there are even more catastrophic events before that, like the Permian-Triassic extinction, which occurred about 252 million years ago and wiped out over 90% of all marine species and 70% of land animals. These mass extinctions were triggered by events such as volcanic eruptions, climate change, and asteroid impacts, and they reshaped life on Earth each time. Scientists believe we may now be entering a 6th mass extinction driven by human activity. Earth is not just a planet. It's a living, breathing miracle full of secrets. Which fact shocked you the most? Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to FactCore. Thank you.